Alrighty, hello. How is everybody doing? We are back for some more Wheel of Misfortune, and it is good to be back. Hope everyone's been having a fantastic week. These are always, like, to me, the highlights of the week. I love being able to come back and chill out and have some fun with you guys. Welcome to everyone that is hanging out. John Leonard was disappointed by the presence of a cat. She was on my lap at the time. So I would like you to know that you are the reason she had to be moved from my lap to her bed just so she could be on camera for all of you. So yeah, you know, the golden rule of never disturb a cat that's sitting on a lap. You made me break that. That's on you now. Could take that to the grave. But anyway, she's happy over there. It's fine. She's so chill. We actually took her to a grooming salon earlier this week because she's got slightly longer fur, which can get knots and things like that in it. And she came back with a 5 out of 5 star rating for her behavior. Apparently, she even enjoyed having a bath, which is so wild for a cat. Anyway, we are here. It helps for the benefit of the class. I 100% agree. Kiwi Lover, thank you for pointing out that the chat was drowning under the screen. I've been playing around with the layout, which you guys will see in a second, and I've actually made the chat box slightly bigger. Forgot that on the starting screen, it would end up being pushed off the bottom, which means it's probably going to do the same thing on the ending screen now, but no one really cares about that. We'll fix it when we get there. Who else is hanging out here? I saw Not a Nick, Mady8, welcome back. Bareem, what's the cat's name? It's Stella. She is absolutely adorable. She is, oh gosh, how old should she be now? Probably about 4 months old now, 4 or 5 months. I've had her for about a month or two. Time flies by. Richard saw the chain, broke it, decided to ignore the advice of Fleetwood Mac. Don't ignore the advice of Fleetwood Mac. They're incredible. Kiwi Lover, welcome. NB Volpine, hello, how are you? Awesome. I am not expecting that we're going to get a massive turnout of people today, simply because Silksong is out, and that's always going to interfere with things. But that's totally fine. People have been waiting so long for that game. It makes sense. Go spend time with it. Enjoy it. In fact, if you have Silksong up and you're playing it right now, and I'm on your second monitor, and you're just listening in some background noise, fantastic. That's exactly how we want it to be. Few things that we're going to do today. First of all is we're going to do our monthly prize draw based on the points that everyone's accumulated for bingo so far. So as a reminder, basically we play bingo during these streams. We start with a 5x5 and for beating that you get a single point. Then we move to a 6x6, which is worth 2 points, and a 7x7, which is worth 3 points. You can see on the leaderboard up in the top right of the screen there, Mady8 leading the way with 12 points for last month, which is quite impressive. Followed closely behind by Not a Nick, Mamamoo Sky, and Pancake Sparkle. Now, everyone, whether you're on the top 5 or not, you will have the number of entries into this prize draw based on the number of bingo points that you've got. And that's going to let you have a chance of winning some Steam gift card of a random value, which is always good fun. John, you're actually competing for second monitor. JoshStrifeHayes just had a new Was It Good video. Yeah, I saw that one come out. He's done Was It Good Alan Wake, I believe. And yeah, I don't know if you saw, because I take it, John, that you are a JoshStrife fan. Not sure if you've seen the quote-unquote drama that he's had over the last couple of days on his channel, because he came out with some very pointed words and opinions about streaming culture, especially on Twitch, claiming that the majority of larger streamers especially tend to base their content around very contentious topics, and it's all about riling up audience A onto audience B so that you get more content, and that their personalities are basically giant man children. And I'm 100% inclined to agree with Josh on that, because he is bang on the money. The people who are the most influential people on Twitch are, by and large, not people that we should be having as role models. They're there for entertainment, and they provide entertainment, but that doesn't mean you should aspire to be like them. And then in his latest video, he started out with an apology. It's just hilarious. You can just hear him typing away in the background. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna write this out, so I'm reading off a script so I don't fumble and mess up my words or anything. He basically goes over all of that and says, yeah, I'm gonna have to apologize because those were some rather harsh words that I leveled at the Twitch community, and I meant every single one of them, and I stand by it. It's just, mwah, beautiful. Never change, Josh. Never change. Is such a fantastic human being. Ah, dear. All right, let's get on to things. We need to start with a prize draw and see who's going to be winning some extra Steam funds today. All right, here we go. Let's see if this works. Perfect, there we go. Also, here's the new layout. Yay. Less stuff on, well, more stuff on screen, kind of, technically, but hopefully less clutter on the actual gameplay stuff itself. We'll test this out, open a feedback, we'll see how this works. Alrighty. So this is who we've got on here. Obviously, Matey8 with the most entries on there. What I'm going to do, just to make things look more fair, even though it statistically changes nothing, is we're going to shuffle all of these. And we'll do it a couple of times, just so there's less likelihood of the same names being next to each other. That's on Raven Grau. What did you think of the game I showed you that it was super close to announcing? I appreciated the little preview on it. To honor your word, I'm not going to say too much on it, but I will say that it looks very intriguing. And I always love games that take an innovative approach to a traditional RPG combat system. It looks quite cool. I think it's all going to come down to the story for it, though. We'll have to wait and see. All right, let's see who is going to be winning our prize draw today. The odds are in Matey8's favor, but... Oh, Matey8 stole it there. I thought that was going to be Neon Wyvern for a second. All right, that is going to be Matey8 winning the prize draw. Congratulations. And let's see how much you're going to be winning. 100% rigged, yeah, no. Hey, statistically, the odds were in your favor. And Matey8 is going to be winning. Oh, I feel kind of bad for that. You know what? Actually, I'm having a change of heart right as I'm spinning this wheel. I think we need to do things slightly differently. I'm going to revoke that. Matey8 didn't just win $5. Here's what I'm going to do here. You're not going to be able to see this because I'm doing this in a separate spreadsheet. Matey8, as the first winner, you're going to be getting the biggest prize, the full $50. In fact, we're going to give out a couple of extra prizes here because everyone's been having so much fun actually playing along with the bingo. It only feels right that we do a few more. So here's what's going to happen. Matey8's taking out the top prize. We're taking Matey8 off the list and we're going to spin again. And someone else is going to get an additional prize. I think this is the right way to do it. So Matey8, you're going to be taking home a $50 Steam gift card. And Sky is going to be taking home $25. That, to me, feels good. And give out 2 prizes. And I think what we'll do going forward is something similar to this, where we might... We might do multiple prize draws depending on a specific factor, maybe like the number of total number of entries that we get, or the number of super chats we get during the month, things like that. I think that could be a fun way to do it, because that way we can use, the generosity of the community to be able to give back to the community in a fun way. So let me think on that. I would like to know if you guys think that could be good fun. But yeah, off the top of my head, I'm thinking words. Off the top of my head, I'm thinking that we do something like a tracker on screen for the number of super chats that we get during the month, and we use that to basically decide how many times we spin the wheel for the bingo entries. I think that could be fun. It means we can give a little bit more back to the community as well, but it means it's a bit more balanced. There's less that's coming directly out of my pocket, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm in a good position, but even I can't afford to give away too much here. All right, so congratulations to Matey8 and Sky. I will reach out to you after the stream. let's jump into our main wheel and see what we're actually going to be playing today. Maybe now you can buy Silksong on Steam as well. Bought it on Switch. I was not joking, you're buying it twice. Must be that good. Speaking of Silksong, two things on this. I'm going to be streaming Hollow Knight this time tomorrow. I have never played Hollow Knight before. I think it's going to be really interesting to play through blind. Like, I've seen very short snippets. I understand the art style, know what kind of game it is. I think I've maybe seen snippets of boss fights, but I have no idea about the names of any of the characters, where they appear, what the mechanics are. I'm basically going in blind, which should be good fun. And then the other thing is that thanks to Zonorix being really quick on the trigger, Hollow Knight Silksong is actually on the wheel. They managed to get it on there before it hit 200 reviews, which feels a little bit silly because it means there is a very slim chance, but there is a reality in which we spin the wheel and we play Silksong today. Which is just hilarious to me. We'll just do 30 minutes of Silksong and then tomorrow we'll do actual Hollow Knight. Just to play things out of order for the fun of it. That done, Raven. Also, Gray, I wanted to say to everyone on the stream, I cannot leak what the name of the game is about a publisher, but we will be at the Game Show 2025. If you're there, you can play the demo. I'm looking forward to it. Please, once that is, like, when the embargo is lifted, shout out about it. It sounds like you've got nothing but praise for this game. I'm super hyped for it. All right, let's spin the wheel and see what we're playing first today, shall we? Good Lord, imagine if it does land on Silksong. It would be so funny. I don't even know where it is on the wheel, but we're nowhere near it. No, instead we are playing Desta, The Memories Between. So make sure you've got your bingo cards. Hopefully we've got that darn Raven at the ready. I don't know why I clicked on the soundtrack. That's not the one we want. Go back. Let's have a look at the actual game, shall we? It is on sale, so that is a... Just kill the music there. Okay, Raven, I hope you are ready. Oh, there we go. They're saying, okay, we'll give you a second, give you a second. In fact, what we'll do is while you're getting ready, we'll just jump in and we'll watch the trailer because that gives you 1 minute and 8 seconds to get ready. Here we go. One of 2022's best turn-based strategy games. Okay, okay, speaking my language.
So you came back, Desta.
Voice acting.
You can't just show up.
Okay, very smooth art style, bouncing projectiles. I was talking about that last stream.
I should have kept in touch.
Okay, looks like it's going to be very narrative based.
I've imagined these conversations in my head 100 times, but I think I'm working my way through it.
Very, very British.
Well, if it isn't Desta. Sleeping in class again.
I'm getting like XCOM vibes from this. Or maybe more accurately, like the Mario and Rabbids games,
I can't keep running.
which I know is XCOM, but you know what I mean.
All these dreams.
Okay.
Let's see how far they take us.
Is this magic? Is this sci-fi? Or is this both? Very interesting. Damn. Thank you very much, Jeffrey. Appreciate the gifted membership. That's very kind of you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Congratulations to Jacob Stocker, who got the free membership. Jacob, if you happen to be watching this, make sure that you jump over to the Discord so that you can nominate games to be added to the wheel for these streams. Yeah, this one looks interesting. I will admit the combat is leaving me apprehensive because all the projectiles look very similar. I would really like to see what they're going to do from a creative aspect in terms of making the attacks visually interesting, because if it's always just throwing the same orb at people, it could be a little disappointing. But it's received mostly positive reviews. Also interesting that it seemed to get like in front of a bunch of critics and got a lot of praise from there, but just didn't get any traction on Steam. That's fascinating to me. Oh, we should check who it was that nominated this game. While I do that, Raven, are you ready to go? Desta comes to us from Kartoffeljäger 3, the absolute legend they are, and was submitted June this year. Yes, there you go. Test text, if you run people over, do you get 50 points? Not in this game, no. At least I don't think so. Okay, let's just double check. So that trailer, yeah, was 1 minute, 8 seconds, and did go over the 1 minute mark. Okay, so we have less than 200 reviews, and the release date is after 2020. This came out in 2023. It is the same developer and publisher. They did Monument Valley? What? Well, that's quite a turn. I can see the visual similarity though, but that just raises it up a couple of levels in my eyes. Alba is, I didn't even realize Alba was them. I've heard of this game. I just remember seeing it when it released on Steam. Haven't played it, but I remember seeing it and hearing good things about it. Interesting. Okay. I'm a little more into it. Does the text show? Yeah, the text is showing. You're good, Raven. All right, let's see. It is currently on sale, but it is not less than $10. Sorry, not more than $10. Actually, no, I'll give it. The non-sale price is more than $10. We'll give that. Raven, just double checking that your bingo list is coming through. I can see the first. Yes, there we go. Yep, that's come through nicely. Thank you, Raven. Let's see, we have two friends that already own the game, Kartoffeljäger 3, of course, and Sky as well. We do have DLC and an original soundtrack. We do also have controller compatibility. We have Steam achievements. We have Steam Deck compatibility. And we have gifts in the store description. Sorry, Raven, you've got a lot to catch up on. Let me know if you need me to slow down. Okay, we'll just need to verify these links here while they're catching up. Let's see, is this actually the developer website? Yes, it is. Takes you straight to Desta, the Memories Between, and the YouTube. Yep, perfect. So we've got developer website and developer YouTube channels as well. Friends own the game, DLC, OST, controller compatibility, gifts. Miss one, you think? I think you missed achievements. But you're doing well. Edariofa, whoa, when did Monument Valley 3 come out? I actually don't know. I played Monument Valley 1 and 2 on mobile, I think. Nice little peaceful games to play through. Didn't know they'd made a third one. I misread your name, Vermilion, because of the bit at the start, and I apologize. I read that as N Chatbot. It's N Chabot? Not sure if it's a silent T or not. It depends on your origins for it. But I might just call you Vermilion if that's cool, because Vermilion Zephyr is a cool name. Welcome, by the way. If you've got any questions about what's going on, let me know. But also, when I read N Chatbot, it made me wonder if you were a Crash Bandicoot fan with all the Insanity style names. Apparently came out in July and all your puzzle friends missed it. Yeah, sometimes things just fly under the radar, even when they're from bigger, well-known developers. Raven, the other ones that we need to add on are achievements, because we've got more than 20. We need to add on Steam Deck compatibility. We don't have any Steam trading cards, though, which is unusual. Mamamoo, welcome. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Daniel's here as well. Always good to see you both. Let's see. Related games. We have Limbus Company. Don't think so. Passant Chess Roguelike. Maybe somewhat similar in that it's turn-based and on a grid. Exilium, which I kinda doubt because that looks like mobile garbage. And Capes, which does look at a glance like it might be... Actually, that might be similar. Hang on a sec. Hang on. Look at this. Look at this. That looks like XCOM style gameplay. I think the related game is actually related. That doesn't happen often. Mamu, terrible week at work, but it's over, so you're fine. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. It's always rough when you get a tough week at work. And hopefully it's the kind of work where when you go in next week after a bit of a break, you better start fresh and it's okay. And it's not something that carries over. As, yeah, depending on the job that you do, sometimes a weekend gives you a bit of a break from it, but you still have to go back to it on Monday, and that sucks. All right, I think Raven is caught up, so I think we're good. Let me know if I've missed anything. Oh, yes, I've missed updates. I always miss updates. Update history. Have we had any updates? No. Oh, okay. That doesn't happen often. They released the game and it was perfect. All right. No worries. Well, I will get this game purchased. I'll put you guys over to the holding screen and give you some background music. Have a crack at the Wordle. Get those brains switched on and firing. I will get this downloading and we'll check the file size. Yeah, very rare to have no updates. Oh, you know what I missed? I didn't check to see if there was unique in the description. I'm gonna have to go back and take a look. We have to see. I mean, this game got to be unique, right? How can it not be? Let's see. Esther, do you have the word unique anywhere in the description? No. No updates and not unique. Unfortunate. John, I wonder if the game developers get to actually tell Steam what types of games they think should be similar, if there's an AI that decides. I'm pretty sure it's an AI that decides. I don't think, like, developers can put tags on it, which will probably influence where it lands. Like, which games get recommended, because it's probably based, like, it's got to be an algorithm based on the tags, right? At least you would think so. Wait, how did I end up with the soundtrack? I didn't think I bought that. What? Alright, no, apparently it came with it. Neat. Okay, cool. I've got both the soundtrack and the game. We'll take that. If the soundtrack's any good, I guess. We'll find out. Set up the kitty cam there. Mamu, don't know if it's going to be better next week. Depends if they repaired the fridges and all that. Ooh, fridges being broken is never a good thing. Also, yeah, there we go. The chat's falling off that one as well. Let me just fix that. There we go. Yeah, fridges breaking, assuming that you're working in some kind of hospitality kind of area, or potentially science. Could be working in a lab with fridges. That's the thing. Hopefully those get fixed quickly, because broken fridges are never good. Doesn't matter where you work, a broken fridge is a bad thing. That Dire Raven just went onto Steam and said Neon White is similar to Colonel Sanders. Oh, the Love You Colonel Sanders, the dating game, right? Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, you got it on the last one. Ingot, well done. Coming in clutch there. All right, let's jump back over. Pause the music. Thank you very much. Oh, that was bang on the last second of it as well. What good timing. Oh, and we didn't check the file size. Hang on, let's go take a look at that. Files, star. Let's see. It is, it is 1.46 gigabytes. Go ahead and mark off greater than 1 gig. We've got another one on there. Got to be a few people that are probably getting close to their bingos now. Let's jump into Desta and see what else we can mark off. Ooh, we've got some music. Just going to pop that down a little. It froze.
Having this same dream every night.
We're straight into the game? What? That doesn't happen often. All right, hang on, one sec. I just realized I forgot something here. Sorry, I gotta pop you back to this one for a sec. Let me make sure I actually get my timer up and running. That tends to be useful. There we go. Put you over there. That back. Put that back. There we go. Hey, we've got a little timer down the corner here now as well. See, we've been clever with where we put things. Mamu, not a scientist, sadly. I'm a literature nerd to bring in the kitchens for now. Raven, shout if needed. Well, we might be getting a couple of extra runs once we find a settings menu, and also a couple of ones in gameplay, so stay tuned. Yes, so we do have chat boxes. We're going to mark that one off straight away. All right, let's get back into it. Something about dreams. I missed that. Sorry. Interesting that it's straight into the gameplay. Hang on. What's happening here? Ah, pause menu. That was straight into it as well. Was that a dev logo? I might have missed it if it was there. If you did see it, we can call it, but someone will just need to confirm. We have colorblind mode, so we have accessibility settings straight up. Okay, very nice. Let's go back. Controls, click on Crystal Desta. Okay, it's a name. Move Desta by clicking down located, click and drag to aim, release, and throw. Weird that there's no tutorial. I feel like I've missed something, like it just got me straight into the game. Audio, we have separate sound sliders. Graphics, it detected the correct resolution. And is windowed mode? No, it's not a borderless window. Unfortunate. We can bump up that anti-aliasing. We can handle. I think my 5070 should be able to handle it. Hopefully. Sticky Man, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Oh, hang on a sec. Raven, have you got the updates for bingo, or do you want me to jump in and look after it? I'll give you a chance to add those ones in, but yeah, if you're going to be ducking out, let me know if I need to be covering it. All right. Okay, so we do have a little bit of tutorial on screen. Move Desta by clicking on a highlighted location. Okay. It didn't default to windowed mode. It defaulted to full screen, so that should be fine. Which ones? We had accessibility. We had separate sound sliders, detected correct resolution. What else did I miss there? We don't appear to have rebindable controls. I'm not going to count these. That's toggles and settings. It's not fully rebindable. And that is just an overview of controls. So yeah, we had separate sound sliders, we had accessibility, we had detect correct resolution. I think that was it from there. Also, Sticky Man, I think this is the first time I've seen you in chat, so we can go ahead and mark off a new person in chat as well. Alright, so, 30 minutes on the clock, let's get moving. Okay, we make our way around and we touch an orb. Click and drag from Desta to aim, release to throw. Can I throw over walls? Yes, I can. Bonk. Okay. But now I don't have any balls. How far can I move before these things... I'm guessing these don't actually take a turn. So, I can only hold one at a time. Interesting. Ah, and it does ricochet, so you can see the little leading line for where it's actually going to land. I reckon you're going to be able to do some fun mechanics with that. Question is, can I hit myself? Let's find out. You catch it. Okay, interesting. That makes things a little cooler. And you get a little slow-mo on the killing blow. Interesting. Curious to how this story is going to be layered into it. What was there? Maybe sure I heard about that game somewhere. Still seems very familiar. Oh yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3. Yeah, this is apparently a dodgeball-like somehow. Dream resolved. Okay. Oh, hang on. I need to... Is that gonna pause? Yeah, I need to update Twitch. Otherwise, Twitch gets mad if you're not actually doing the thing that you're saying that you're doing. Let's change that. There we go. This game has 22 followers. Fantastic. It's super popular over there.
Dad, are you there?
Why would Dad be here?
Hello?
We don't even know where here is. It's very surreal. Also, can someone have a quick look and let me know if this game is available on mobile?
Seen anyone else around here? What do you want?
Because it feels like it would work well with touchscreens.
Wait, I remember you. You lived round our way.
And it would also explain why it just goes straight into the gameplay without anything else. Because mobile games normally go straight to the action to try and get you hooked. Okay, mysterious kid is going to move. You missed.
Hey, not cool. You want to play it like that then?
Interesting.
Knocking down those crystals helped. Let me try it with this guy.
Sure. And the question is, can they catch?
Nice.
Nope, they cannot. So as long as I rebound it to myself, I just get 2 in a row.
It worked. Knocking him
Easy.
down made him go away. Random sketchy folk from our area. Who else is gonna turn up?
I will say I'm enjoying the music in this one at the moment. It's got that kind of nice little background rhythm.
Let's keep moving. I don't know when I'll wake up.
Very thematic. Yeah, this does feel like it would be a mobile game.
Dad, you around the corner?
All based on a single screen. Click and drag mechanics that would work well on a touch device. Click and drag without a character to rotate around the environment. Hello! That's a very Monument Valley thing to do, just having you hiding around the back. So presumably we're going to get an actual, like, party of characters at some point. Okay, and turn. So I've only got a certain number of steps or moves that I can make per turn. Ow.
Getting
Could she
you's
not?
that bad. Just feels like waking up a little.
Uh-huh. When Destra is hit by a thrown ball, their green squares. Okay, so that's my health. Makes sense. Alright, so nope, no point throwing from there. Can't reach. Go to there and end the turn because he's got nothing else to throw at us. Yeah, you run away. You run away, you coward. The voice acting angers you, makes you scared, even though that may just be Australian me. Nah, it's just very British. It's fine. Amber, I'm honest, what is an animaquatic? I don't know what you're referencing, Amra. Unless, is it the developer that you're talking about? Hang on, let me just jump back here. Is that the developer name? Nope, that was Ustwo Games. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright. Seems to be on, like, everything. I think I must have missed what you're talking about. That's all good. Alright, so I can hit from there, but then they're going to be able to pick up the ball. So what's stopping me from just walking up to them and smacking them in the face? Oh, it seems to be on everything: iOS, Android, Switch, PC. Okay, gotcha. I thought you were talking about whatever Amber was talking about. Alright, does it rebound from here? No. How close do I need to be? 1 away. Sweet. Well, you're about to have a bad day. Can only throw once, though, because I used 1 movement instead. Hey. And boom, gotcha. Easy.
Dad played ball games with other kids. I think it helped them open up. Me and Dad would throw the ball for ages. It helped me find the words to say when I struggled.
Okay, I see. So far, like, the mechanics are kind of cool. I like what it's doing. It's putting, like, a little bit of an interesting spin on the usual grid-based, turn-based tactics.
I don't really get it, but maybe I'm not supposed to yet. Wait.
Well, we've had no explanation for why you're in Dreamland.
Come on, Dexter. You asked me here. To help you, remember?
Oh yes, good call, Neon. We had dev website and dev YouTube. I think Raven has ducked away to play games, so let me quickly add that on. Pop that in. Great if I... Dev website and dev YouTube. update. What happened there? Yeah, we got it. Cool. Nice. Let's get back to the game. All right. Why your Desta now?
Okay.
There's
But why do
2
sounds
Destas.
different?
Focus, Esther. You've got to trust me. And yourself. If you want to figure out why you're here.
Yeah, I'd love to figure out why we're here or where here is. Characters become your teammate. Characters can act in any order. Okay, that's very Fire Emblem-esque. Oh, okay, this is where we get the puzzle element, because while I've got main Desta over here, they don't have any ammunition, so presumably I actually have to just throw the ball over gently to them. Yeah, okay, that's kind of cool. I like that. So not only do we have turn-based tactics, but we also have a little bit of puzzle solving along the way. The portrait of a sector character to learn more about them. Oh, down there, kid. No ability. Character can move, pick up and throw balls. They do not have any special abilities. 1 HP, 2 movement. Okay, cool. Get a little bit of insight. Let's move you over this way. That's as far as you can go. You can just wait there. Knock down the opponent. It makes sense. We'll grab that. Move back. I don't think we can throw this turn, so we'll just wait there. Yep. That's... She doesn't have any actions. She does, but she can't do anything. She's kind of judgmental about this. I mean, yeah, to be fair, imagine if you got like a report card back to your parents and it just said, no special abilities. There we go. You've now got a ball. You can move over here and bonk.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Don't stress out. These dreams are just your memories and imagination.
Yeah, I think if my parents ever said to me, oh yeah, no, you've got no special abilities, I'd be pretty devastated about that. Mom? Hello?
Why come back, Desta?
Oh, you know what?
It's been 2 years and now suddenly...
Sorry, just alt-tabbing out for a second, because we need to add a couple of extra things on here. So I'm going to remove the Ouija thing for that. So we need to add on non-traditional... Whoa, why'd you go there? Where's my cursor gone? Love and hate this thing. It keeps deciding to type in a color where I can't see anything. Perfect. We have non-traditional weapon. Not every day you use a... Oh yes, and we have health. Good call, good call. Add that one in. Health is added. Let's just fix up everything to be size normal. That fit. Yeah, we're good. As the solid F, don't think so. Yeah, I haven't cleared the bingo leaderboard yet. I'll do that as soon as we get a new entry on it. As Orama currency, yes, it's the points that you get on the channel that you can use to actually just call out free spaces for bingo, add new tiles, all the rest of it. I don't believe this is a solid F. I'm pretty sure it's a team. Okay, so this is they're going to get. Are you surprised?
Remember, Desta.
I'm surprised by a few
The worst
things.
that could happen is you wake up. Then you can go again tomorrow night.
I don't
Okay.
have the words to get through to her yet.
To who?
Just try your best.
Oh, hello. You've got more health, and they've got balls as well. Well, that's bad. I don't think we're supposed to win this. In fact, we can't. We never even got a
I'm
turn.
drifting away. But I need to know what this place is. I need answers.
Alright, well, obviously that was just the tutorial. And then we'll hopefully get some actual context. Lovely animation, though.
I've got to
Simple
get more
style, but
answers.
vibrant. Is this actually some kind of roguelite? It is. Interesting. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I thought this was going to be very story-driven, but no, this looks like it is actually a roguelite. Yeah, so we got cutscene. Welcome back, Raven. Would you mind adding that one in? We've got cutscene on there now as well. Interesting. Oh yeah, you guys are chatting through Silk Song. Good. Enjoy it. But good shout, Neon. We definitely got cutscene there. Does that count as a game over screen? Yes. Yes, it does, because technically we died. We don't seem to have lives, though. It was just instant game over. Alright, anything different here in the settings now? We have languages. I don't think this is... Oh! Yep, we got credits. Can confirm it is not a solo dev. Okay, cool, that's fine. And now we have difficulty options because we watched the credits, apparently. Given that was actually the tutorial, technically, I will say that was a good tutorial. So if you can add those ones on, please, Raven. We've got cutscene and good tutorial. All right, let's go back in and see what happens when we start dreaming then.
We're back.
We are back.
At least you're here again this time.
Wait, Jazzy Caddy redeemed
Things feel
bingo.
different.
Wait. I didn't see the thing come up. Didn't hear it. Sorry. Let me have a look. Where are we? Yeah. Jump over and view cards. They will view cards. Go. We are looking for Jazz. Yeah, Jazzy. Managed to get file more than 1 gigabyte. Yes, it is. We got the game over screen. That's why you were called on that one. More than $10, more than 20 achievements, and controller compatibility. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely called it. Oh, I want to make sure I pause the timer just for a second. I'll clear the leaderboard now that we have our first winner. So let me go ahead and award you your bingo point because I have to clear off all of this as well. Jazzy Caddy claiming the first bingo point of a new month. So where is our leaderboard there? Goodbye, everyone that was on there. Friendship ended with everyone except for Jazzy Caddy because they're on the leaderboard. Jazzy Caddy gets 1 point. Nice. Good start. Good start. Let's get this upgraded to the 6x6 and we'll get everything shuffled. You were first last month as well. Hey, at least you're consistent. That's what matters, right? Consistently get that 1 point, gets you an entry into the prize draw. Nothing wrong with that. All right, let's jump back here. That should be fixed up for you guys. We'll carry on. Okay, let's see here again. This time things feel different.
Why does this all seem so real?
Dad would say it's because you're anxious. It's like your subconscious is trying to help you out.
Interesting
Okay.
way of helping. But I'd rather say something wrong here and get a ball to the face than get it wrong when I'm awake.
I tell you what, you've got throwing skills.
A weird compliment, but okay.
Do I? Or am I just imagining I do?
Yeah, this is Dreamland. You could imagine you have any superpower, and you've imagined that your superpower
There's
is
no difference
being
here.
great at dodgeball.
Take a breather. I think this will help you get even better.
Okay, yeah, this is 100% roguelike. Focus thoughts. Character uses 1 AP to charge a ball, causing an extra -1 HP. This ball remains charged between passes and turns until it strikes an opponent or touches the ground. Or deflection. If Desta ends a turn holding a ball, they receive a barrier that blocks the first hit taken, lasts for 1 turn. Yeah, we'll take that one.
You're gonna lose the
Because it
feeling
looks like
you if you
rebounding
leave.
and catching them
Don't
is
worry,
pretty useful
you can
mechanic.
find them again.
Okay. Yeah, maybe 8. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that is upgrade system. And also that means we've got, what was it like? We've got randomized or, what was the tile we've got for it? Random generation, technically, because these are never going to be the same levels. Because it's roguelite. Oh, sorry. Jeffrey, was the answer at your super chat? Did I miss super chat somewhere? Hang on, there should be somewhere that I can check that. Give me a second. I saw you sent the gift membership, but I didn't see a message associated with it. check. Was there one that came through? Oh, there it was. Jeffrey, sorry. I did not see that come up on screen. I must have missed it. My deepest apologies. Have you ever played Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 or 2? If not, I highly recommend them. I'm pretty sure Kingdom Come is on my wish list still. I've not had ample time to be able to pick it up and invest in it, but everything that I've seen about it makes it look like a game that I absolutely would enjoy. It ticks all the boxes of things that I want. I love those kinds of like first person medieval immersive sim style games, very story driven. It looks like it should tick all the boxes of a game that I would enjoy. I know a lot of people think that the combat is a bit clunky in it, but that's definitely something that I can get used to. That 100% counts as me missing something important. So, you know, I know I did forget to check the unique thing in the store page, but even more so, missing that counts as missing something important. Now, Mamamoo has redeemed free space for 20 Aurum. Mamamoo, what space are you calling? Oh, but Mediate redeemed bingo. Oh no. Ooh. Okay, this is going to be interesting to call. Technically, Mediate has called bingo first. Now, Mamu, I'm going to get you to hold fire because what you're about to say is going to be relevant, but we'll check it after Mediate. We've checked Mediate. Mediate coming in quick on that one. Yeah, I reckon that'll be the way to go. Raven is on it with the updates as well. Okay, let's jump back and check. Where was Mediate? Because yours will still count, but technically Mediate had it without that tile. Okay, so Mediate had oh, you got it because I missed something important. Okay, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. So yep, you get Grail misses something important. Release date after 2020. Original music, store pages, gifts, non-standard weapons, and on sale. Congratulations, Mediate. You do claim that one. I will update that to give you 2 points, and then we'll resolve what's happening with Mamamoo. Give me a second. Eight. Yes. 2 points. We flip that round. Boom. Check this. Does this in it? A minute? Yeah, that kind of works. Put a space in between. It doesn't recognize tabs. Okay. Also, I spelt that wrong. You go that way round. Yes? Yes. Perfect. There we go. That's got us fixed up on there. Okay, now what I'm going to do, Mamu, we're going to move to the 7x7 and shuffle. And then you can call which one you want as your free space. I think that feels more fair. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to quickly check to see if I can refund your points so that you can hold them if you didn't actually want to spend them. Let me take a look and see if that is possible. Sorry, I know this is derailing the gameplay, but this is important. This is important stuff for my community. Store loyalty there. What I want. Yeah, here. Redemptions. Now, if I say no, well, let's see if this gives you points back. So I can see here, Mamamoo, you currently have 47 points. Say no to this one, do you get your points back? Yes, are you sure you want to refund free space? Okay, that should give you your points back. Looks like, yep, jumped you back up to 67. Cool, good to know that works. That was a good thing to test. I like it. Matey like a pirate, yeah. 88. Oh god, that just reminds me. What was it? The joke about that. It's like, what did the pirate say for his birthday? Arm 80. It's giving you more work. Absolutely. Cool. There we go. So Mamu, that's got your points back. So now you can go ahead and mark yours off, and you can still redeem it if you want to, and we'll call it from there, but at least you're not being unfairly affected. Oh, sorry, 200 reviews isn't in the middle. Okay, let's fix that up. Apologies. That's going to reset your card, so just be careful that it doesn't cause things to be marked that should not be marked. What's a pirate's favorite letter? Well, it's either going to be R, or it could be 7 C's, all back to back. All right, back to the game. Back on the timer. Okay. So we are going to move you over there to grab a ball, and then you're just going to throw it there and catch it because you're an absolute legend. Beautiful. And you can walk over this way and pick up a ball. And make sure we actually get that one going. Okay, we got extra movement? What's happening? Oh, it's because we're not technically in combat. Boink! Oh, I missed it. My bad. Now, how far can you throw? Does that count? It does! Okay, that's kind of cool. I didn't think they would actually count from that far away. And rebound. Nice. Alright, you throw to her. I'm assuming friendly fire means you just catch instead? Yes. Neat. Okay. We're learning some cool things. Then you can walk over this way and then just pelt it with the ball. You and your 1 health. There. That mechanic feels a little busted, but I like it. Oh yeah, X because it marks the spot. That could be it. Usually the answer is R, but the heart belongs to the C. I absolutely agree. Sorry for spoiling a joke, not Nick. Board isn't cleared for you. Sorry, when it's been shuffled like that, you'll probably need to do a manual check on it. But it should have put 200 views into the middle now. Oh. Mediate's redeeming free space. Mediate's going hard today. Alright, Mediate, what are you calling as your free space? Remember, free space gets marked off for everyone. Not that it will matter, because this is now the 7x7, so... only made 1 game. Okay, they're calling it. Let's have a look at their card. Mediate is there. Oh, NB Volpine, you were pretty... Oh, you just needed to crash the desktop. You were so close, mate. So close. 1 away in a couple of spots. Mamamoo just needed solo dev. Oh, although I think that's a mistake because we don't have dodge roll technically. But Mediate's called it. So Mediate got the diagonal. You don't see that often. Release date after 2020. File more than 1 gig. DLC less than 200 reviews. Non-standard weapons. Only made 1 game and more than 20 achievements. Absolutely nailed it. Even though they technically didn't make only just 1 game, but you know, that's what the free space thing's for, right? Holy cow, that was quick. All right, Raven, you can go ahead and clear off all of the bingo tiles on the list because we'll reset and you've got a breather until the next round now. But that's absolutely ridiculous. That jumps Mediate up to 5 points after a single game. Oh my goodness. Absolutely ridiculous. If you had an eagle for every time 88 1 bingo, you could afford Silk Song. That's perfect. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Alright, we have 12 minutes left. Let's play some more of this game. We're kind of interested to see what this does in terms of the characters and whatnot. Also, why can't I throw that way? There we go. Alright, you hit, and then you hit as well. Okay. What is this trying to teach me? Why is it just getting me to kill crystals? Like, surely it's going to throw some actual enemies at me shortly, right?
Cool.
No, just another crystal. Why are we doing this? Have I missed a mechanic?
Cool.
And now you're over there. Got it. I see.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Okay. And now we're back over here again. Why? Oh, it's because there's literally a next button in the bottom right.
Am I gonna dream about everyone in Hargate?
Cool.
I'd imagine it's
I'm
only
dumb.
what you're anxious about. But let's go.
Okay. The only thing I'm feeling at the moment is I just would like a more context and a bit more understanding of what's actually happening in this story. Chapter 1, Cross Street. Okay. Where am I? No, I guess I appear here? Okay, it's just showing me the map first, and then I click this and we prepare. Okay. Okay, and you can choose abilities. It's not an inventory though. Those are abilities. That lets you go back and see the map. Okay, put you there.
Fran, wait up.
All right, Gray, welcome. How you doing, mate? What tea are you drinking today?
Oh, my friend who doesn't text me back is in town.
All right, no need to bring that attitude when you've just shown up.
What? People not good enough for you in the city either? Laters.
Cool. Oh, and they just bugger off. Love that for us. All right, well, let's make a dash this way so that we can get a bowl. No, we don't need to undo anything. We're good, we're good. Okay. Gray, I love that you just said Minecraft. My question was, what tea are you drinking? Minecraft tea? All right, can I didn't actually want to do that. I wanted to see if I could throw from here. I can. I would lose the bowl though. You know what? I will hold it because while I'm holding a bowl, I get a shield. That works in my favor. Instead, I'm actually going to move closer.
Hold tight.
Yeah, come on. Bring it on. Yeah. Now what you going to do? You got no ammunition. Huh? Huh? Now you're probably going to run for your bowl. So I am going to move to here and then pelt you. That way I keep my bowl and I'm still defended. See? See? Tactics. There we go. Gray's drinking Minecraft. What does it taste like? Dirt. Alright, move you there and bonk.
Yeah, mate.
Perfect. I am such a pro at whatever this is. Dodgeball. Increased movement range. Okay. And that seems to be a permanent buff. Very cool. Mamuno, someone said it, but the character designs are real nice. I agree. They've got a lot of personality, even though it's a pretty simple art style. Like even these guys over here, it's through like the clothing. But it's also very interesting that they're all 2D sprites. I would have expected them to be 3D models, but they're very much not. Okay, I do wonder if I'm going to get to do like character placement in future levels. Okay, now I want to test something. If I run over the bowl, do I pick it up? No, I have to stop on it to pick it up. That's fine. This guy's got a lot of health though. Doesn't seem to... Oh, and he does the charge. I see, I see. So a better tactic here is going to be to hit and run. Oh, I missed it. Well, that sucks. I am going to just duck over here. You got to come a long way around to be able to get me from there. Never mind. Oh, he couldn't throw though. Run! Run, 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 run. I have a bulb. Can't get me now.
Impenetrable.
Maybe the story comes later. I think it's just going to come through progression. All right. We can move over here and duck back into our corner.
Hold tight.
I am hidden. You cannot see me. Can I actually hit you from here? Technically, yes. Nice. What a sneaky little shot. Bounce it off the wall. That's cool. That's cool. You can just pinball it around and that counts. All right. Very nice. It looks like you can level up those abilities from actually utilizing them in battle. Fran! Hello. Good to see you, Fran. Are we friends?
Finally, Fran. We were best mates. We grew up on
I'm
the
not a
same
coward.
side as each
That was
other.
tactical.
Our Fran who held my hair back when I was sick.
That's the most important memory you have of that person?
Our Fran who squared up to that guy for whistling at us. Hear me out.
That's better.
Not being in touch really hurt her.
No, Dee. You can't just show up and expect everything to be normal. We used to chat every day. You said things wouldn't change.
It's just been difficult.
It's a game about the power of friendship.
Hear me out.
Hear you out? How about I throw you out?
She's just hurt. I can turn this around.
Okay. Let's make a dash for this one. Beautiful.
Steady yourself.
And then you're probably going to go this way. Yeah, thought so. You don't have that ability, though. Do you have short fuse? Any successful hit on an opponent by Fran will push them backwards. Okay. Energy drink gains an AP when they knock down an opponent. And oh, look, there we go. We found some story. It's on the characters. Fran's my best mate from when we were kids. Ever since she defended me from a schoolyard bully and got my purple backpack. I've got to stop doing that. That's offensive in some way. Her family were always having me around since she's got practically a million siblings and it was just me at home. Lucky she's the middle child of 6. How can you be the middle child of 6? There would be 2 middle children. If there's 5 kids, you can be a middle child because then you got 2 on either side. You can't be a middle child of 6. So we got into trouble, hardly anyone noticed. Good thing too, because she's got a short fuse. Thankfully, she's as scaring as she is tough, and I'm glad she's on my side. I've not kept in touch with her as much as I should have, and the longer it went, the harder it got. But we've been friends forever, so it'll be fine, right? Maybe twins. Maybe the 2 middle children consider them both to be middle children. We are going to move... Yeah, we're just going to hang out here and make her come to us. Come on. Coward. And you missed. Coming to get you. Right. It's sometimes hard to judge, but let's go there.
Nice one.
Excellent. Alright. So what are you going to do now? Yeah, come over here. Get your ball. You made a fatal error. Okay. That should come back to us. Okay, didn't quite do it how I thought it would do it, but that counts. Trust me, Amra, the color of the skin doesn't make it more or less offensive. It's how respectful you are of the culture that makes it offensive or not. Government-funded schooling bad hands. I think you're right, John. Yeah, I was channeling my inner Irish prisoner there. It wasn't a British accent at all. It was way off.
I should have messaged, called, anything. I know. I
Uh-huh.
was worried you'd be like this. And the longer it went, the harder it got.
So that's your excuse.
I mean, it's not an excuse, it's a reason. Never understood why people don't understand the difference between that. Number of times I've had to argue with my math teacher in high school, being like, no, the reason I didn't complete the assignment wasn't... There was no excuse. There was a reason. The reason was I didn't understand it. Alright, don't run away. I've still got a thing to pelt you with. Yes. Oh, bugger. My ball! I lost my ball! So you can undo movement, but you can't undo an attack. Alright, well, I did want to take some damage because I want to find out when I move to the next stage. Does that heal or does that persist?
So long, I thought you wouldn't want to be my friend anymore.
That's it.
What?
You're mental. I'd rather you speak to me late than never.
Well, I mean, that's what I was doing and you went off at me.
You're not coming after me again, are you? I don't think I can do another round with my best mate.
Doesn't matter if it's been a week. a month, or even a year. It always feels the same with us.
You have to wonder why they chose dodgeball as the main mechanic for
Weird
this.
not having you around.
You're more to me than a best mate, okay? Look at us. We're still Fran and Dee.
Like, yeah, are the balls and the orbs representative of something in this world, like emotional
I've got my own
energy
life
or
too,
weight
you
or
know?
something? Like, what was the reasoning
miss it.
behind dodgeball as a mechanic other than it's actually kind of cool?
Same here. This is a weird version of Cross Street. Why is it even like this?
I haven't got a clue.
Will you stay with me? I think I need your help.
God, alright then. Not like you could have lived without me anyway.
In all fairness, this game would have earned bonus points if either in the tutorial or at some point in the game they do reference if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Bonus points if you get that reference. Alright, Fran is on the team. So, let's see how this works. Is this a level up?
Around the area
It
could
is.
lead to interesting plays.
New perspective. Desta can use 1 AP to pull themselves towards the location. Ah, okay, okay. Movement mechanic. If you can dodge a car, you can dodge a ball. Richard gets it. Richard gets it. Inner city teenagers better than Knives, but Knives would be more accurate to the UK. Okay, and then we get different time of day. That's cute. So here's my question. Can I choose who goes where? I say you go on... No, we just go. Choose a teammate.
Wherever, whenever.
There we go.
Finally out of hibernation then.
James!
Fluffy sequin jacket because I've bagged us guest list at this rave in town later.
James, hold on.
Uh-huh.
I'm not some hermit, you know.
Alright, we are out of time, so we'll pause there. So I can choose the order they go in. We've got Billy's. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm digging what this game is doing. But unfortunately, we are out of time. It's a fun little mechanic, though. All right, let's jump over and hold the poll because it is over to you guys. Are we going to move on to a new game or are we going to be playing 30 more minutes of this one? Your choice. Wait, why is it saying time is up? Stupid Streamlabs get so confused about whether or not the poll is active or not. It is actually active. You can vote. It does work. Don't listen to Steam Labs. Don't listen to the bot. It's wrong. Sorry, Gray, you're almost done crafting 2 chickens? Since when could you make chickens in Minecraft? Is this a poll for ants? Yes, it is. I'm going to move it. That is smaller than I thought it was. Let's actually pull that up. It doesn't need to be hiding down there. I can see it. Fine. That looks better. Center of the screen. Let's put it there. Are you playing modded? Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, it's a nice little cozy game. I agree. I think it's doing everything very competently. I think what it was lacking was any kind of clear direction to begin with. I kind of love and hate when games just throw you into the gameplay without a huge amount of context for that, because it makes me go, all right, I'm understanding that you wanted to get straight into the action, but you've not given me any understanding of why I should engage with these characters. I feel like had this game started with some kind of cutscene or even just like a short paragraph to explain like this is about, you know, this character who's become distanced and disconnected from their friends, that would have given a bit more context as to what we're doing here and why. Now, you could argue that you're going to pick it up pretty quickly, like even in the first 30 minutes of gameplay, and I say 30 very roughly, because we were chatting around a lot of things. Even that was enough for us to be able to tell this is a game about reconnecting with friends. I just don't know if it's quite nailing the tone. To me, it's doing 2 things separately very well. One is like the aesthetic, the voice acting, the style, like the presentation of the game is really spot on. It's great. And then on the other hand, you've got some really interesting gameplay mechanics with what you can do with bouncing the ball off walls and then catching it again to be defensive, throwing it between different characters to actually like pass it along like ammunition. There's some neat ideas there. And then I go, why are these things connected? They don't, on a surface level, make sense for them to go together. You could argue, well, all right, well, what other weapon would they be using in this combat? Maybe the weapons are words, and it's the way that they talk to each other, or maybe it's some other kind of technology or magic or something else that's going on. There's a disconnect between the two elements within the game. Now, maybe it starts to make sense later on as you learn more about the story, and the story builds that bridge, that connection between the two. But without it, you're just thrown into a world where you go, okay, this is about people reconnecting with each other and friendship. That's nice. They've done it in kind of a modern kind of way. That's cool. But the actual mechanics don't relate to it at all. So yeah, I kind of like what it's doing, but yeah, I can see maybe now why it didn't get the traction. And I think it's just really interesting that you can have a game that is so competent on so many fronts, yet still feeling very surface level as a game to play through. Yeah, I mean, I agree, Mediate. It can be normal for roguelikes not to have much story early on, but it's going to have to pick it up pretty quickly to build that bridge. I would still probably give this a little more time to see if it does connect. There's probably some people who get pulled through just based on either the story or the mechanics alone. I think it is doing enough good things there. And I do want to be very clear. I think this is a very competent game. I can just see that I can see why people literally bounce off it like the dodgeball. All right, I'm going to quit out of there. There's a lot of things that it does that I like. It's just a shame that it doesn't have that cohesion between the two halves. All right, let's spin the wheel and see what we're moving on to next, shall we? Yeah, not Nick, wouldn't hold you for long. Hades was quick to get to something, so was Dead Cells, at least more than this. Fascinated to play both of those games. Beat Slayer. All right, if this is not a rhythm-based game, I don't know what it's going to be. With a name like Beat Slayer, it's got to be. Also, I think this was a really recent addition. Hang on a sec. Beat Slayer. Headed by Gust, September this year. It's been on the wheel for 5 days, max. Oh, that's incredible. Okay, so yes, this comes to us from Gust. I don't think they're hanging out in the stream just yet. Let me just check. Hang on the wheel. Oh my god, I didn't even see that, guys. Hang on. Silk Song's right there. We landed on the game after it. We nearly got Silk Song. Holy cow. That was so close. Okay. Anyway. Raven, are you still here? I haven't seen you in the chat, so I'm going to guess possibly not. We'll need to clear off and get ready for round 2 of bingo. Let's just update that. We'll jump back over to here. We're going to move this back to the 5x5. Boom. Make sure we've got the free space. We're good. Raven is here. Ah, perfect. Okay, I won't interfere then. Yeah, to me, that's what I was saying at the start of the stream. Imagine if we got Silk Song and I played 30 minutes of it and then I do the Hollow Knight stream tomorrow. That would just be perfect. Okay, Beat Slayer, a roguelite. Okay, we're getting back-to-back roguelites today. Hack and slay game like no other. Instead of just being in the background, the music takes center stage. Join Mia, a badass music lover and crafty tinkerer, as she battles hordes of robots in a dystopian 90s-inspired Berlin. There's only one rule: stay on beat. Oh, I'm going to struggle. Bingo wasn't refreshed for you? Oh, sorry, hang on. I must have forgotten to push the button, which is this one. There we go. That should do it for you now. Thank you for the reminder. Please go ahead and mark off Grail misses something important yet again. Oh, John is already diving into what it's got. Okay, so we have less than 200 reviews. We have released after 2020. We do have same developer and publisher. Have they made anything else? Yep, they've made a few other ones. Nothing that I've... Oh. They made Let Them Trade? Just came out really recently. Interesting. Okay, that one I have heard of. The others I've not. A lot of text-based strategy style games. Interesting to see. Okay. Gust! You got called in. Welcome. Okay, we have the game suggester in the chat. All right, let's have a look at the trailer and see what we're in for. This one's the cinematic one, so this might be just the usual trailer. We'll start here. Minute 29. Beat Slayer.
Cool.
It's pretty fast paced by the look of it.
I hate Dietrich and his shitty robots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fun kind of grimy art style.
Just stay on beat. No.
Definitely giving like Hades but rhythm based vibes.
Let's practice.
Fun character designs. I like it. Alright, well, we've got some skill upgrades on there. Virus as an effect? I think that might count as non-standard weaponry.
Eat this, Metal Mouth. Dietrich.
This looks like it could be a bot.
And still no chance against me.
Yeah, Gus, you prevented us from getting Silk Song. I don't know how you feel about that. Okay, looking pretty good. All right, Raven, just checking you're on top of the bingo tiles. Should be pretty good to go. So we have a lot to start with. Insanely bad at it. Go, yeah. Oh, BPM I have heard of. Yeah. Does sound separately sold soundtrack count as DLC? Yes, it does. So we have got a demo. The game is more than $10. We do have an original soundtrack and it is sold as DLC. So we get both of those on there as well. We have got a GIF in the store description. We do not have unique. Okay. It has been wishlisted by a friend, but not purchased. Yep, released was after 2020. We do have controller support. Interesting that it's USB only. Surprising, and it's on there twice. That's a bit odd. We have got more than 20 achievements. We have to check because we have potentially got a website and a YouTube linked as well. Look. That went to, yep, Bite Rockers Games. Okay, that's correct. Bite Rockers, yeah, was the developer, not the publisher. It was also published by Paras Games. Yeah, controllers recommended from the look of it. And we don't have trading cards. Where does the YouTube take us? We do have a YouTube. Okay, perfect. Do we have any updates? Yes, we do. Hazard patch notes, Anarchy patch, community patch notes. Definitely got updates. All right. I'm not seeing anything come through from Raven, so I might just need to jump in quickly and update all of those. Oh, there we go. It is in there, just not showing up for some reason. Update. Make that appear. Go. Sorry. Not trying to do your job for you, Raven. I know you've got it. I just need to trust. Okay. Was there anything else on here that I need to check? Trailer was more than a minute. I will just double check the length of the second trailer. Yeah, minute 29 as well. So both trailers are more than a minute long. Unfortunate. I think that's everything that we... Oh, the related games. We want this. Hades 2, Nier Automata, Horizon. One of them is related, which is Hades. So we'll give that one. Wait, did I miss you with that? Oh yeah, one's DualShock, one's DualSense. You're absolutely right, John. Sorry, I missed that. Yep. One is PS5, one is PS4. You are 100% correct. Okay, well, let's get this purchased. Game is more than $10. I'll put you guys over to a holding screen for a sec. I get this downloaded and ready to go. Looks interesting. Background music back on. Go. Stairs. I'm being too loud. All right. Oh, one of the few games that makes you agree to a EULA before you can play. I don't see that every day now. Ooh, it's a hefty download size, 3.6 gig. All right, what do we... I'm excited to jump into this one. I think this could be quite interesting. Wouldn't have thought. I think it's going to have a lot of music to it, and that can increase the file size substantially. Guess we'll find out. Beat Slayer. I wonder what the final size is. It's actually a Unity game as well. It is 5.18 gigabytes once it's fully installed. Well done, got the Wordle. I saw that out of the corner of my eye. Congrats. Alright, let's just jump back. We'll double check the bingo list. I feel like we're missing something on there. What have we got? So we've got demo, OST, DLC, more than 20 achievements, release after 2020, dev YouTube. We have dev website as well. Pop that one in. Dev website. Crawler support, more than $10. We've got achievements as well. Yeah. Every time I try and go to a new line, it's like, nah, I can't do it. Size, it wants to be a different color font for the fun of it. Got achievements. Didn't have trading cards. Oh, did we have Steam Deck compatibility? We do. Okay, good to know. Steam Deck. We had Store GIF. Beautiful. Oop, that's too small. That looks better. I miss anything else? Oh, yes, game wish listed. There are trading cards? No, don't think there are. Usually if there's trading cards, it's listed here. This one just says Steam achievements. Yes, there is a YouTube. Not listed, but they did appear in your library. Ah. Good to know. Good catch. They definitely are there. All right, so we've got trading cards. And what was the other one that I missed on there? First 8 4. Someone's asking, is it weird genre? I was game was wish listed. Wish listed. Beautiful. Add updates. Okay, I think we're back on track. I think we've got everything on there now. Would this count as weird genre blend? Yeah, you know what? I'll give it. That's a weird genre blend. Sweet. There we go. All right, let's jump over and actually get into it, shall we? We'll have a quick peek at some of the settings and whatnot. Okay, Vulkan API. I don't think I need that. There we go. It does recommend a controller. Okay. Yeah, I wonder why that wasn't listed on the actual Steam store that there were trading cards. I thought that would be automatic, but I'm guessing the developers actually need to set that up. Oh, we got engine logo. Nice. Neon's calling free space. Got a photosensitive warning, but that's not accessibility. But oh, and we got a dev logo as well. Okay. Gotta wait a second. Neon is calling lives. Raven, no worries, that's okay. I should be able to pick it up and carry from here. Yeah, so Neon is calling lives. We had dev logo and engine logo as well. This doesn't appear. There we go. I know it's going to be different font size, but that's fine. All right. Catch back up. Okay, Neon Wyvern is calling lives. Neon, are you also calling bingo? That's the big question. Actually, you know what? To make things easy, let's just jump over and take a look and see if that counts. Refresh this. Where's Neon? Neon Wyvern, where are you? Come out, wherever you are. There you are. Gotcha. Yeah, perfect. You can go ahead and mark off lives. So that will give you dev YouTube channel, lives, less than 200 views, release date after 2020, and has a demo. Nicely done. Neon, congratulations. Claim the 5x5. Let me go ahead and give you your bingo point, get you back on the board. Perfect. And update it on here as well. Look at that bop in the background. Leaderboard there. Amazing how many things I can lose in a simple interface. Neon Wyvern, 1 point. All right. And we will move to the 6x6. See how much more stuff we can mark off on here. So yes, we got lives, dev logo, and engine logo on there now as well. Yes, good shout. It is the same dev and publisher. Fix that up. Perfect. Right, thank you for the correction there. That's done. All right. As for the game itself, oh, we've got credits. Perfect. Credits found. Yep, okay. Let's just double check. Yeah, definitely not a solo dev. Not even close. This would be incredible if it was a solo dev project. Settings. Okay, we have correct resolution. Good start. What else have we got? We got full screen. We do have a borderless. Okay, cool. Love it. You have VSync, screen shakes. Okay, if we have screen shake, then we do have accessibility. Oh, dang. Hang on, give me a sec. Accessibility, borderless. I think that's all I got from there. What did we just redeem? Jeffrey redeeming a free space. Jeffrey, what are you redeeming? Which space do you want to call? Glitch or bug found. Okay, we'll add that to the list and then I'll check your board. Glitch/bug. Okay, let's jump over and have a look at yours. Jeffrey, where are ya? Jeffrey, I've lost you. Well, we have so many that are up at the moment. Jeffrey's got one there, but that's not it. Hang on, let me just refresh. Looks like we might need to delete some of the excess boards that we've got up at the moment. Oh, Jeffrey, were you calling bingo or no? Yeah, why are there so many cards? Looks like someone was spamming a few extras. Why are there like 20 Lemon Games ones? What is happening? Marius, what are you doing? There we go. That's Jeffrey down there. Okay. Okay, Jeffrey got store page has gifts, dev YouTube channel, glitch/bug found, DLC, dev logo, and release date after 2020. We got it. Jeffrey, well done. Well done. Congratulations. 2 points for you. That was clean. Grab your name from there. Jeffrey B. Does the B stand for anything? Jeffrey Bob. Okay, I'm not sure who is making all the Lemon Games ones, but you can chill, bud. If you have multiple cards, you're not going to win. Okay, let's get you onto the leaderboard. Yeah, I got no idea who's making them all. That's fine, whatever. It does, but it's an inside joke. Nice. Let's get you onto the leaderboard here. That actually bumps you up into second place straight away. Jeffrey B, 2 points. Done. Okay, that gets you onto there. Well, they're going to be enjoying the fact that we're going to move to the 7x7, and then I'm just going to delete all the cards that are currently made. Here's the thing: if you have multiple cards, that's fine. It just makes me harder to find the makes it harder to find the ones for the people who are actually enjoying the game. If you try and call bingo and you have multiple cards, you will not win. Simple as that. So, play the game fairly, or don't play at all. Cool. Everything's been deleted. There we go. Yeah, if you want to make multiple cards just to play and see if you can get yourself a bingo for your own sake, sure, go for it. But if you try and call bingo to win points and you've got multiple cards, you're not going to win any points. Got to make it fair for everyone else. Everyone else is only playing with one card. All right, what else do we have on here? Ooh, perfect. Okay, we have separate volume sliders. Oh, I didn't center the 200. Dang it! Every time when I try and do it too quickly, it's just that one checkbox there that keeps unticking. Because you can't have a center on the 6x6, so it automatically unticks. All right, we are going to have to pull that. Grail misses something. And we have volume sliders. Nice. I think this is all fitting in pretty nicely on the overlay now as well. I'm pretty happy with how that's turned around. Okay. What else have we got on here? Beat help. Rhythm assist mode, metronome, player ring, hit vibration. Okay. More accessibility stuff. Oh, we don't have the correct glyphs, unfortunately. But we do have rebindable controls. So we'll take that. That's a win. I think we already had controller support on there. Yeah, we do. Cool. All right, I think that's everything that we're going to get out of here. Subtitles, damage numbers. Yep. Okay. Think we are good to actually dive into the game. How's the volume level sounding for you guys as well? It's like it's nice ambient at the moment, but with music being such a focus, if we need to turn it up, we can. All right, let's play. Ooh, we have save files. Okay. We'll go on normal. It's the intended challenge. We'll take that. Start the timer. Oh yeah, we got to turn that up.
A few years of freedom, parties,
Oh.
adventure, and then you came along and took it all away.
So we have cutscene, we have dialogue box.
You hammer your sound into our heads until our brains turn to mush.
Okay.
You sit up there in your tower and pull the string.
Loving the art style. Very cool.
And down here, they dance to your tune. But I've got my own beat.
Well, yeah, you're wearing headphones.
Dietrich, do you hear me? Mia's coming.
Still a little low?
And I'll take back everything you've taken.
Oh, it's going up. It's going up.
Dietrich will pay for what he did to my brother.
Okay. Okay, it hasn't really told me how this is working, but I'm guessing the attacks need to be on the beat. I just had an arrow pointing that way. Okay. Guessing I can just spam it. That seems to be working, so I'm not sure what the beat aspect is yet. It has not explained it. Let me just check. Yeah, I could just mash that. Ah, it seems I get punished for being off beat though. If I just spam, I start to get that warning come up around the side. And then that fades away. Okay, so there is a combo system you need to get in time. So it's very kind of Crypt of the Necrodancer. Oh, you are right. I have missed the chat wins Wordle. Okay, so a couple of extra things that we can add on now that we've seen this. We have chat wins Wordle. You're right. I missed putting that on. We also have, what did we have? Have health for sure. We had dialogue. And we had cutscene as well. Got quite a lot on here. Do we have upgrades? Do you upgrades? Yeah, that counts as upgrades. Oh! Okay, that was louder. Hello, I'm awake now. We got upgrades. All right, hang on. Let me check that. Who called it? That was Jazzy Caddy redeeming free space. Jazzy Caddy, what are you redeeming? Oh, Mediate and Gust. One away for the third time. Ooh. Purchasing. Okay, purchased by a Steam friend. Add that on. And then we'll check your card. I know most people call it to guarantee themselves a bingo, and I'm fine with that. But it never hurts just to put it on there first, just in case. Maybe you're just calling it for the fun of it. You never know. Jazzies, over here. They managed to get original music, separate sound sliders, purchased by a Steam friend, random or procedural generation. I will give that. I don't think we actually had it on there, but I'll 100% give that because it's a roguelite. Steam Deck compatible, health and game has been updated. Congratulations, Jazzy. That is 3 points for you and well deserved. That pops you up to 4 and moves you back into second place. Go. Caddy, where are you? Let's give you bonus point there. And sorry, Jeffrey, you've been kicked out of second. Oh. Put you there. Beautiful. There's our 4 contenders. Yeah, I'm not even 2 minutes into the game yet. That's incredible. But that was the 7x7, so that's done. We're now just going to delete all the cards. We'll put it back to the 5x5 to preempt the next game. Make sure, yep, center space is done. And we can delete everything off the screen. Get ready for the next round. Boom. Ah, look at that. We've got some screen real estate back. And now we can just play the game. Is the person still spamming cards? Yeah, I think so. Oh, sorry, I forgot to check your cards. I did see the message and I didn't look at it. I'm so sorry. That's my bad. That's my bad. Okay, I'm kind of surprised this hasn't thrown in a tutorial yet, but let's get into the game now and see what it's all about. We get an upgrade. Rage Strike, basic attacks deal +3 damage, 25% chance to crit. Rage Tanzrausch, while in Tanzrausch gain 25% crit strike chance. So, hang on. This gives a 25% chance of a crit hit, but so does this. So I might as well just take Rage Strike. Right? Unless I'm misunderstanding that. These both do it. Hang on, if you hit the beat at least 20 times in a row, you enter Tanzrausch. While in this, all your damage is increased by 50%. Okay. Some upgrades further. Alright. That's kind of the core mechanic. We should probably take that. But Dominion had a perfect circle. That is pretty incredible.
The new Mia.
Alright.
Now even stronger.
Hello, robot. Oh, and we have a branching path. Alright, so we can take food, combat, or XP. I'm guessing that's going to be the rewards from what we complete, but why would you not just avoid combat? Very interesting. Well, let's see what food is, shall we? We'll take the middle path. Sup, buddy?
Tony, I'm on my way. Hang in there, little brother.
Okay. Oh. Nope, so there is still combat either way. Easy. Combat feels okay. I was offbeat there.
Currywurst. Was that all?
Okay. I'm getting the feel for it now. And builds out that combo in the bottom. Nice. Okay. I am very low on health. That's fine. Because now we're fully healed. Yay. Can anyone else just not hear the music? It's definitely there. It's definitely loud. Sounds fine for Jazzy. Okay. Where are we going? Over here. Interesting, you just get that character art in between. Not just you, maybe just get the master volume and game up. Okay, I can check that. Say it's pretty loud on my end. What I'll do is I'll bump that up and just... Let's see if I put this back down. Should save there. You crank it, you can only hear the beats. The sound effects are fairly light. I might jump those up a little bit. Do that. Okay. Let's see how it sounds when we get into the next one.
I'm gonna tear down that damn TV tower.
Go.
4, 2, 4.
I'm starting to feel the rhythm.
Nice. Sorry, I have to concentrate. Nice. Okay. Getting the feel for it. That's better now? Nice. Okay, I have to play around. Actually, can I to just check something real quick with you guys. I'm going to pause the timer. Let me just double check. If I increase the volume here,
Here comes my feared left hook.
has that increased it for you guys as well? Looks like maybe it hasn't. No, that is actually staying the same. Okay. Things I've learned. Changing my headset volume actually only changes the volume for me. Good to know. I have to change that separately for everyone else. I've got it set up so that the sound is meant to be mimicking what's on my headset. Like, that is the main sound output. But apparently the volume controls are separate. It has only taken me like over a year of streaming to figure this out. That really says something, doesn't it? All right, back to the game.
Left, right, left, uppercut.
But yeah, I apologize if I'm not talking during combat because I need to concentrate on the beat. So we're going to be getting just gameplay and then commentary in between. On the edge, 50% critical strike multiplier, minus 20%. Okay. Increase critical strike chance. Permanent rage. Increase your crit strike chance for everything. That sounds like the way to go. Yeah, permanent rage. Let's do it. Yeah, Gus, thank you. You helped me figure out something for later streams. Hey. Like with the previous game, though, we would like a little bit more context as to what we're actually doing here and why. Ah, that was offbeat. Oh, I'm nearly dead. Jesus. Ah, they can kill each other. That's nice. I have 1 health. Please die. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Ah, went back into the beam. Dang it.
I ain't got time to bleed.
Okay. But yeah, in this one, the gameplay is definitely the main focus.
You're too strong for me. For now.
Okay.
I'll get you out of there. I promise. And you're gonna pay for this, Dietrich.
Because yeah, in the previous game, it felt like the story was meant to actually be the main focus and the gameplay was just in between. This one feels like the reverse. The gameplay is the main focus. And then there's just like a little bit of world building in between.
What happened? How did I
Okay.
get back?
Ooh, we do have a quest system. Okay, okay. But yeah, the cell shaded art style is quite lovely. It's not shell shaded. All right, quests. Complete basic training with body. Yeah, that feels like a thing that we should do. Hi, bud. How you doing?
Back already?
DJ Poke.
Those clankers are sturdier than
Oh God, clankers are infested this game as well.
Keeping up the good vibe, then Tony will be back at our tribe.
Okay, this guy speaks in rhymes.
Sure. Got a bit of advice for me?
You want to find your groove? Go ask Donna. You know her dance lessons are something else.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But I'm more the brute force type of girl.
I very much get the feeling that if you're a fan of Hades and Crypt of the Necrodancer, you are probably gonna gel pretty well with this game. I have played neither of those,
And don't forget your headphones when you go
but I
out.
still dig this.
Transroush tape will protect you from Dietrich's brainwave radio.
Okay.
Don't worry. I've got your tape going all the time.
Right, okay, so the enemy are using music to brainwash everyone.
Hey,
Hi. Sup, Joe?
Uh-oh. I recognize that tone of voice. What's going on?
What happened to your eye?
I just don't understand what Tony wants with Dietrich. Could he really have gone to a Depop audition? He can't be stupid enough to fall for that.
You've given up hating people's new words. I teach 8 to 10-year-olds who love brain rot content. Oh, Nona Nick, you have my sympathy. Those are going to be some pretty hard conversations to either listen to or partake in. What word were you referring to, though? Am I raging against the machine? Yeah, absolutely we were. This is something you put it for a year round. Yeah, it turns out we could have been marking that off on the bingo every single time, just none of us knew about it.
Hey, don't be so hard on Tony. I mean, he always
Clankers, yeah.
Right?
Clankers has come up like relatively recently as just a different way of describing bots, as far as I can tell. I don't know if it's like it's meant to be a specific subtype of bots, but yeah. I've seen clankers doing the rounds. In fact, there's a YouTube channel that does comedy skits that I absolutely love that I'm going to plug. You should check them out if you haven't, called Cracker Milk. I think they're an Aussie group, actually, but they do some absolutely stellar skits. And one of the ones they did recently was basically someone who was dating a clanker. And it's all a parody on, you know, parody's not the right word. It's a representation of dating racism, but using clankers instead. But yeah, check out Cracker Milk. They're absolutely fantastic. They make great content. If you like skits, you'll enjoy it. It's basically a slur for robots from Star Wars. I think it's just a slur for all robots, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
All right.
Since we were little.
These guys wanted to be stars.
If I saw an opportunity to open up a new club, I'd go for it too. He just wanted to follow his dream.
And was apparently pretty freaking naive.
Could be.
Okay.
Bring him back first. Then you'll get answers to all your questions. You can do it.
Thanks for the positivity. All right, Beat Shredder, Fast and Balanced, Basic Attack, Slash and Wide Arc, Ultimate Strike all enemies in the area in front of you. You then get a Groove Crusher. That has a fire extinguisher on the end of the mallet. So that's kind of cool. And a Rhythm Slicer. I love those like chakram designed weapons. They just so impractical, but they look so cool. But unfortunately, I can't give this non-standard weaponry. That is just an axe.
Do you want to hit me?
Yes, I do. How you doing, bud?
Hello, Mia. You're back. That means
Look at the... We have an actual clanker here.
calculation correct?
Oh god, not the AI cats. Oh, I'm so glad my algorithm does not send me any of that. Maybe I'm old, but there has to be some point to your content. Alright, hang on. Pause for a sec. Time for a Graeldon rant. Ones that you know and love. Sit back, relax. It's time. So, I do use Reddit from time to time, mostly just browsing it as a lurker, but there are a few subreddits that I dive into and leave comments on here and there. And there's two in particular, one for YouTubers and one for small YouTubers that are both in there, and I keep an eye on and comment from time to time to share some knowledge and advice about my journey through YouTube, right? On there's so many people every day that are asking questions around, you know, has YouTube shadow banned me? Why is my content not getting any traction? Why am I getting so few impressions and so few views? Well, or why am I getting views but no subscribers and no engagement with my content? And 99% of the time, it boils down to you're using AI to generate slop that nobody cares about. These are the people who are like, oh, I'm doing best of anime compilations. Why is everything getting copyright strikes? Or I'm doing meme compilations where I add in sound effects. Why am I getting zero traction? Or I'm taking best of moments from other YouTube videos and presenting them as my own. Why is this happening to me? It's incredible how short-sighted people are and how quickly people have forgotten that the whole point of a platform like YouTube is to make unique and interesting content that people care about. I can't believe that, you know, I've managed to accrue the audience I have, given that what I'm doing is primarily around gaming and game reviews, which is such a saturated genre. But it turns out that realistically, and this is the thing that I truly believe and I think is so important for anyone that is thinking about getting into content creation. This is the key to it. What do you as a creator offer that your audience could not get somewhere else? If you cannot answer that question, you are not going to succeed on the platform unless you are one of the OG YouTubers with an established fan base. But they've already absorbed your market if you're trying to get into it as well. To be successful on YouTube now, I really firmly believe that you need to have a unique value proposition. Something that you can offer that no one else on the platform offers. For me, that angle was, we're going to be reviewing games in a unique way because we're going through them in alphabetical order, and we're going to be focusing on unknown games. That gets us into a space that very few people on YouTube are actually investing and spending time in. There's also a lot of community engagement, which puts another angle on it, which is why I love having all of you here. But yeah, the reality is just so many people don't get that if you want to be successful, you have to do something unique. And if you are relying on AI, well, guess what? AI can only present back to you things that already exist on the internet because that's how it's trained. That's how it learns. So it's not going to be able to give you something unique. That's why I can't use AI for any of the content on my channel, because of all the games that I talk about, it doesn't know about any of them because nobody's talking about them. That's the whole thing. It's literally impossible. So yeah, that's why the whole AI thing annoys me. It's flooding YouTube with pointless slop videos that aren't entertaining. They just exist to fill your time. And to me, some of the worst offending ones that I've seen on there are the ones which are like a 2 to 5 second video loop with a wall of text on the screen that in the time that you're taking to read through the text to actually understand what it's saying, the video's already played like 5 times over, and therefore YouTube thinks it's getting amazing traction and then shoves it down the throats of more people. If I ever stumble across any of those, I'm either going to just flick through it because I can't be bothered reading all of that because that's just a terrible way to engage your audience, or I'm going to pause it so that it only plays once, maybe twice if I'm slow with my reactions. But to me, that's just absolute garbage content, and it's making YouTube as a platform worse overall for people. All right, rant over, I think. Sorry, I'm very passionate about that. Yeah, not Nick. Why am I not the next Sniper Wolf? So many people just want to sit there and do reaction content, reacting to memes, but that doesn't work. It just doesn't. Unless you, again, are one of the OG people that got into it early, like some of those people did. Trying to get into that now is impossible because it's a saturated market. It's the type of content that literally anyone can produce. And the worst offenders in that line of work, if you can call it that, are the people that don't even do unique reactions to the content. There are literally people out there that have filmed themselves doing like a handful of different expressions, and then they copy paste them into the corner of those videos, maybe add like an additional caption of like overlaid text on top and call it a day and go, this is how I print money. Or more often than not, it's how I want to print money, but I'm not able to print money because no one's engaging with my content because you're not offering anything new. It's just, I don't get why, like, how people are so deeply burying their heads in the sand about this. Am I sad to say that my wife loves that stuff? Reason to divorce. Not a reason for divorce, but a reason to introduce them to better content. More valuable stuff. Something that's actually got insight or something to say, right? Yeah, no, Nick. Maybe, there has to be some point to your content. 100% agree. Sorry, scrolled up too far. What did I miss there? Maybe another way to put it is people using to mask / disguise racism, or by people that really want to be racist, want to be sneaky about it. Yeah, a lot of people are just using different words to say the same thing. I also hate that people are focusing on generative AI that takes away the creativity instead of developing AI that assists with making stuff, but all the creativity stuff comes from human. I agree with that as well. AI is a very contentious topic at the moment. My personal stance on it is I'm not a fan of generative AI because of the way that it leverages other people's creative work and then produces something that feels, by comparison, quite soulless. If I need art or need something art adjacent, I will be reaching out to actual artists and commissioning them to produce their work because that takes skill. However, I do see a use case for AI in some work-related functions, and I do, for example, use Copilot in my day job, and that's because I'm not an Excel wizard. Now, I could go and watch tutorials or look up guides, but I can use Copilot to... And I primarily use it for two things. One is to tell me what formulas I should be using, because I use that as a way to learn and improve my own skills. Because I'll get it to show me what's the formula and then explain how it works. And more often than not, I need to tweak it in order to get it to do what I need it to do anyway. So that's helping me become better at Excel. Secondly, I am in a line of work where quite often I need to analyze large amounts of free text to look for common themes. And that's something that AI can do quite well. And rightly or wrongly, I feel that that doesn't infringe into a space that normally would be something we would ask a human to do. This is something that literally we would not be able to do without the support of something like AI that can process those large amounts of data so quickly. So that's kind of like where I am on it. I see AI as a tool, but it's one that should not be used to detract from human creativity. Yeah, no self-respecting artist should ever use AI. Yeah, I absolutely agree with you there, not Nick. AI is great, but generative AI, yeah, there's very diverging paths when it comes to AI. Maybe I saw a skit that was literally how people used to treat black people. There's robots instead, so it's to be funny. Yeah, it's a very... It's a blurred line there, isn't it? What worries me is that the tech bros are going to latch onto it. There's already so many people that are seeing AI as a solution for everything, and it's really unfortunate that it's being called AI because it's not AI. It is not artificial intelligence. There's no intelligence there. It's procedural generation. It's a language learning model. It's taking things that already exist and utilizing that. It cannot think for itself. Not yet. We're probably on that path when we're on their journey, and this is maybe like a very early version of it, but we are not there yet. It is a while away. And I'm not sure that's even a reality that we want. I think it's one of those ones where we're probably developing something faster than the ethics around it. And this is where people, I think, undervalue the impact that ethics can have in this kind of field. Like, if you think about it, when it comes to science, like medicine, you want anything that's being produced from like a pharmacology company, anything medicine related, anything that you're going to be ingesting, putting in your body, like even food, drinks, nutrients, those kind of things, they need to go through an ethics board first to make sure that they're fit for purpose, they're being tested in the right way, they'll have the right effects, they're a good thing to introduce to society. But technology circumvents that. To the best of my knowledge, AI is not going through an ethics board, or if it is, it's going through too slowly and it's not keeping up with the pace of development, and there's not enough thought being put into what are the long-term sociological impacts of introducing AI. And this is what I find incredibly interesting, because we're now getting to the point where the younger generations are relying on AI for answers more than anything else. And the problem is it hallucinates and it's so often wrong. So you're getting a new generation of people that are learning through AI and becoming reliant on it and aren't learning to be able to think or research for themselves. And this is going to cause a huge problem further down the line. Like, we are already at the point where people no longer Google things. They just ask ChatGPT the question and do no research. Like, they don't know how to take information and verify if it's true or not, because they don't go to that depth of going, what are the sources? Where did this information come from? Are they trustworthy? It's a terrifying reality that we're heading towards. 100% normal human. Hey, how you doing? Sorry, there's a big massive rant going on. Not playing Silk Song, but this is on your second monitor while you work on an art commission. Perfect, thank you. Good to see you though. Hope you're doing well. I've got so many comments to catch up on. Mediate, the thing is, I like reactions to cartoons or movies because I like seeing people enjoying shows you like. We can always tell whether they're actually reaction or it's fake. I agree. There's a time and place. I think meme reactions are stupid. I think reactions to music, cinema, shows, things like that, those can provide more value. Thank you, normal human. How you doing? Your mum's a college professor. She forces the use of ChatGPT in her classes for finance/business. It's unreliable. She also says, ask ChatGPT for regular questions. So annoying. Yes, you get it. People are recommending the use of the tool without understanding what the tool is or how it works. So many people just see, ChatGPT or whatever AI model you use as a magic 8-ball that you can shake and it would just give you the answer, but they don't understand how it gets there. It's just a magical piece of technology that suddenly is able to solve all the world's problems, but that's not reality. Mamu, generative AI is neither creative, neither instructive, neither useful. Don't understand what people see in it. When it comes to generative AI, and if we're talking about art, where I see it being useful is producing placeholder art until you find an actual artist. I think it maybe has some grounds in being able to go, hey, I use generative AI to produce this image of a thing that I'm not able to create myself, and I'm giving this to you as an example of what I want my art to look like. Please use this as a basis. I can see some potential value in that, right? Because I have zero artistic talent myself. I cannot draw to save myself. I could do a very rough sketch of something I'm interested in, but if I could use AI to produce something as a draft version that then goes to an artist to produce something unique, that feels okay. But yeah, when you see, especially games nowadays that are using AI art as their assets, that just hurts me deep inside. Because it means they're circumventing people. Yeah, not Nick. AI artist is such a dumb term. I agree. People unfortunately go the easy route because they don't feel like they can actually improve by themselves. Yeah, that's the thing. AI, I feel like ultimately, if you look at it at a ground level, it is preventing people from learning. And that's a huge problem. Who would buy AI art commissions if you're okay with AI art? Can't you just generate yourself? Yes, Jazzy, you can. I think there are some limitations. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I believe most AI models that are capable of producing quote-unquote arts, let's just say images, require a subscription for that service because it's a lot more intensive on the software. So some people would rather pay someone as a one-off commission than having to pay a subscription fee because it will be a smaller amount. Not justifying it, just explaining it. Good thing that this AI tool is stuffed into absolutely everything. Yeah, oh good lord. You know what I saw the other day that made me weep for humanity? I kid you not on this. Washing machine being marketed with AI as its best-selling feature. Not its like eco-friendliness or power consumption or water consumption or the different like customizable cycles that it can run on or any other feature. It was being marketed on the fact that it was the world's first washing machine with AI functionality. Why? Who needs AI in a washing machine? Nobody. Unless it's getting to the point where it's able to scan the contents of the inside of the washing machine and tell me what, I don't know, what stains it's got on it and therefore what cleaning products I should be using to remove those stains, it's completely and utterly pointless. Does not deserve to be there. Yeah, marketing buzzwords. The only specific use I've used AI for has been the occasional writing prompts, like a list of names for setting or quest over the quest for the players. Again, I think it's fine to use for inspiration, but if you're dragging and dropping AI into something, that's where you've got a problem. I've got a lot of people at work that utilize AI to sense check emails before they send them out, which makes me just go, you don't know how to write an email. You don't know how to talk to someone in a tone that you can manage. That's a you problem. And that's not something that should be fixed by AI because then everyone's talking corporate speak. I saw a great cartoon the other day. 2 panels. first panel, someone basically going, oh, I'm using AI to create a larger email based on a couple of prompts that I put into it. And the other hand, you've got someone going, oh, I'm using AI to turn this large email into just summary dot points. We're literally making it completely and utterly pointless. Just learn to communicate. That's it. That's all it comes down to. You think capitalism is the culprit of some people's lack of desire to create things and put efforts into it? Yes, capitalism is to blame for a lot of that because people want something and want it now. Sadly, Terminator 2 is too old a movie for people to be taking notes for it anymore. They should be. Daniel, sorry, I only just saw this. 2 a.m. Might as well go to bed. Thank you for being here, mate. If you see this back later, have a good night. Some people claim learning how to write prompts is an art in itself. I wouldn't say it's an art. I would say there is a skill to learning how to write good prompts. Being able to understand how to communicate with an AI and get the exact reproducible results you want is definitely a skill. But I wouldn't say it's an art. I disagree with that. It just means you've learned. It's like learning to use Microsoft Word or learning to use formula in Excel. That's all it is. You're learning how to talk to a piece of software. Even Google gives you an AI answer first. It does. I will admit, sometimes I find the AI summaries useful, but I always check and verify where it's pulling that information from. And that's the one thing that I do like that AI is starting to do, is that it's starting to provide you with references for where it's pulling resources from. So if I'm looking at something and I go, that doesn't sound quite right, I can click on the link and go, this is where it's tried to pull that information from, and maybe it's interpreted incorrectly, but that will still help me find the answer that I need. So I use it less as a, this is the truth that the AI is telling me, and more as a, this has already done a little bit of the legwork and going, these are probably the sources that you'd want to check, and then I can verify it for myself. Yeah, the Google AU stuff, yeah. Ghastly Dad keeps wanting you to use generative AI for schoolwork, and it sucks a lot. It's so annoying that everyone is just jumping onto it. Oh my god, I'm so far behind. I mean, kids are going to learn less because of ChatGPT, it said. I agree. It's going to be causing so many problems in schooling. What a sadly depressing stream. I know, we'll get back to the game in a second, but like, we just need to talk about this because it's such a hot topic at the moment, and you know, we've got the ability to impact the way that it's used going forward. The biggest thing people always say is, you know, vote with your wallet or vote with your feet. If we don't invest time and energy into it, then it won't take off in the same way. Oh, hello. Okay, we've come for cuddles. You've sensed it. No, yeah, I know, I'm getting worked up. Okay, hi. Even lawyers using fake cases. Yeah, I saw that in the news just recently. I think there was one, I'm going to say it was probably in the US, might not have been. But yeah, there was one that went through and they used an AI hallucinated case. It just doesn't exist. Under the Skin 13, greetings, suboptimal three-dimensional beings, be not afraid. That's okay, I'm not afraid unless you're actually under my skin, under the skin. You can be under your own skin, just don't be under mine. Cannot draw that well, but more often than not, artists manage real well to get my vision with my poor doodles and my descriptions. Yeah, look, that's the thing. Sometimes you can be descriptive enough that you can get the job done, right? Just depends on where your strengths and weaknesses are, and sometimes it's being aware of your strengths and weaknesses will let you know which route to take. Isn't the whole point of classes to learn? What's the point of telling someone to use Gen AI for learning? You're bang on the money, Gust. And you know what it is? It's the teachers can't be bothered to teach, or it's also because possibly the students have become reliant on AI already, so it's easier for the teacher to direct the students towards AI, something that they already inherently, rightly or wrongly, trust, rather than trying to teach themselves. Because we're at a point now where I'd be willing to bet a lot of students will trust AI over what their teacher says. And that is a wild reality. If you have AI, you don't care about the environment. Yeah, AI is not great for the environment in the long run. I still need to learn a bit more about like what the actual impact of that is, but it has problems. Jazzy, detect what settings used for the clothes you put in. It's the only use case you can think of. Yeah, no, I don't think it does. 100% normal human. I honestly do well when a commission is just given in-depth description. Personally, there's a chance I would cancel a commission if they used AI for the example. It's not the worst. Yeah, I think it's like what length they go to with it, right? Sometimes an in-depth description can be enough. I feel if they're like referencing something that already exists in media, then there's less of a case to be made for using AI for something like that. But if it's something completely unique, maybe an original character design or world art that they're coming up with, maybe there's a case for it. And why am I not playing? Because we're ranting. We're going to get back to the game in a second. Sometimes it's good just to stop and talk about things. Guy is definitely funny in-law. What else do we want to chat on here? I mean, just hoping that at some point down the line, AI will become so inbred, people will give up on it. I think inbred might be the wrong word there. I'm thinking you're meaning like so pervasive. It's just everywhere in everything and no one wants anything to do with it. It's like where it got to the point where people just couldn't comprehend why people were trying to shove Wi-Fi into a fridge. It's that level where you go, okay, I get the Wi-Fi is good, but do we really need it here? Why? Why is this the thing? Hello, Stella. Yep, I know. Up here. There we go. You're good. No one's got bingo yet. I think we're good to get back into the game now, though. Saw a story of someone using ChatGPT to write his wedding vows. That would be a legitimate reason for divorce. Just gonna say it. And yes, a lot of people use it for coding or try to use it for coding as well. John, find it amusing that back in my day we were told to never use Wikipedia, but nowadays we have better citation on wiki pages than AI models provide. And that's 100% what it's about. It's can you verify the sources? We're now at the point where, by and large, Wikipedia is reputable because of how well they cite their sources, that if there's anything on there that you question, you can verify it with the sources themselves and see, well, okay, is the source trustworthy? You can't do that as easily with AI. We're getting more towards it. Newer versions of AI, especially Copilot that I use for work, like I said, is now getting better because you can ask it to provide sources for things that it's citing. But it's still not great. Nod and Nick, great conversation. The wife is calling me to watch some baseball with her. Thank you, Nod and Nick, for being here. Enjoy the baseball. Have a good rest of your day. AI hallucinations are already being abused to spread malware. People create the fake libraries that AI tells you to use. Oh, yeah, I've seen a few of those coming through. People can get pretty malicious with that, to be honest. I've always rant. I don't know if it was a good idea suggesting this game anymore. Can we just say the wheel went to Silksong? We're getting back to the game. We're going to get back to the game, I promise. I'm almost caught up here. So sad. It's supposed to be someone you love dearly, you know, on such a personal level. You're not even able to think about anything to say about. Yeah. Using it to write a prompt really says, like, okay, maybe you're not the best at writing, but I would rather something poorly written that's from the heart than something that an AI has produced. I actually had a student once that actually thought that America had invented slavery in the 1700s. Okay, I don't know that much about American history, but even I know that that's wrong. Okay, I think we're good. Let's get back into the game. Thank you for listening to my rant. That was good fun. What a tangent. All right.
Everyone makes mistakes. To advance, you need to fight on beat.
I did figure that much out.
Trying to tell me how to do my job.
I'm Body. I'm here to be of service.
I like that it's body 36. There were probably 35 bodies before this and they all got destroyed.
You're more than welcome to practice fighting me to the beat whenever you like.
I've never seen anyone that keen on getting clobbered.
Interesting.
I help where I can. But don't forget, it feels nicer to be hit on beat. Show me what you've got.
Alright, so now we have an actual tutorial. In Beat Slayer, rhythm takes the center stage. Strike and dash on beat to raise your beat streak, which in turn increases your damage. Okay. Got it?
Hit away.
2, 1, 2, 2.
You're doing really well.
Okay. Keep moving and use your dash to dodge enemy attacks. Enemies blink for a short while before attacking. I did figure that one out.
Please dodge. I don't want to hit you. That looks really good already.
Once your beat streak is 20 or higher, you enter Tanz route. I think it's supposed to do like trance or something. The damage of your attacks increases significantly. Stay on beat to remain in a trance. That's what I'm going to call it, because I'm probably really mispronouncing that.
Flow and feel the power of the music. You just keep
Okay.
getting better.
I was slightly out of rhythm there, but we're good. Now, defeat Botty. Wonder why it's spelt like that. Try to dodge his attacks and deal as much power as you can. Stay on beat to increase your attack power. Okay.
Good. Now it's
Ow.
gonna get harder. I've been hit. The good thing I don't
Hey.
feel any pain.
It is a good thing you don't feel pain. Good to know. Alright, I get the mechanic.
Why are you still here? The world
I'm going!
Hi, Mia. Everything okay?
That's a cool design. Look at that character. That's freaking cool.
No, Dietrich's toasters really did a number on me. Can you teach me a few tricks? Just to be clear, I'm not a fairy who can turn you into an invincible fighting machine.
Well, that's just sorely disappointing.
You're not? Hey, we're not in a cheap action movie here. This shit's for real. If you want to be strong, you have to train a lot. Only experience will get you further. I've put together a training plan for you.
Okay.
You'll find it here, right next to me, by my little training station. Sounds exhausting. Darling, the sweat has to pour from your body.
Roughly translates to dance fever. Thanks, Pancake. Also, welcome, by the way. Don't forget to say hi to you today.
Mean business. Okay. When can we start? Whenever you want, Mia. Whenever you want.
She's holding a knife with her fingertips. Not very safe. I mean, I agree, but it looks cool. It's mildly threatening. Alright. We've done the basic training. Flamo. Flame Crest Reward. Alright, we did that as well. 2 for 1.
Day, another $1.
Finish level 2 in Act 1. Okay. What I'm going to be curious about with this is when you're out in the actual game world, like how many different tracks are there? And like, are they all the same beat or are they slightly different? So you have to kind of adapt to it at each time. That could be interesting. Upgrades. What do we got? I can't afford any of these, but we do have a bunch of things we can do. Kick unlocks a kick that knocks enemies back and stuns them if they smash into something. Oh, I love abilities that interact with the actual environment. Beat streak upgrades. Ton shock upgrades. Combat styles, increased drops. Major and minor upgrade choices. Okay, there's some cool stuff in there. What have you got for me?
Dietrich's metalhead's got me. But instead of being taken to him, I'm in this bunker. You didn't by any chance have anything to do with it?
Sure did. I snuck into the D-net
Oh,
and got
hello.
hooked up with a taxi, just for emergencies.
Thank you for saving me.
I hacked into Dietrich's system.
And reprogrammed his transport drones.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope, nope, nope. Stella, do not try to eat the screen. Thank you. She sees stuff on screen and tries to attack it. She's just trying to help you beat the bad guys, that's all.
Awesome. Can't you just shut down the TV tower from here and free my brother?
That would be difficult. The drones were a piece of cake, but everything else is too risky. I'd have to get
Okay.
my hands on a D-Tech response ID and then figure out a way to get access to the mainframe and...
Yeah, I get it.
That's a lot of tech
Old-school
speak.
Rescue mission with an axe and killer music is more my style anyway.
So far, I like the personalities of the different characters. There's no one here that's like grating or anything.
On to the next
All right,
round.
let's try a new round. Let's get the cursor off screen. We don't need that there. So far, the music's the same. Is this going to be different? Okay. Easy. We'll go for that one again. Okay. And then, okay, so we still get hit with the same branching path there. Let's go for whatever the shield is. That looks interesting. Got 10 minutes, so
Anyone's toes.
let's see if we can
I
actually
step on
survive that
hard
long.
faces.
Go.
Hum up the jam.
Really? Ah. I am too slow at getting out of the way of those attacks, or I'm dashing back into them or something. Okay. Need practice at that.
How disappointing.
I'm literally down to 1 health already, which is kind of bad. Increase the amount of currywurst power-ups that drop from enemies by 20%. We might need that. Considering I'm on 1 health. I think it's because I'm expecting to be able to dodge in time with the beat, and you kind of have to, but I'm just leaving it too late. I think it's something I'll just get used to the more I play.
I'm going to start a revolution.
Go.
I've got rhythm in my blood.
Ah, see? I was expecting about to like dodge out of the way on the next beat, but I could not. Okay, okay. Just got to get the feel for it.
Nice service bringing me home. But the catering on board.
Let's go again. Yeah, the time to lock in has passed. We're going to try again. Alright, so I can do an upgrade. We'll grab the kick, and I'm not going to talk to these guys because I just want to get back in and try a little harder. I like that it does count the number of runs you do, though. 2.
Go.
2. 2. I almost feel like having a metronome or something on screen would be helpful, but I think you just get used to it the more you play.
The smell of robot oil in the morning.
Okay, so that's a healing item, I think. Couldn't take it because I'm already on full health. Rage Kick applies anger to you if you hit at least 1 enemy. Cancels your attacks for a short time. Basic attack steal plus 8 damage. Ultimate steal plus 16. Okay, let's take that because I've got kick there. All right, let's try this out. Let's try this out. Ah, the branching paths do change. Interesting. Okay. I'm great. I'm glad that's the case. I was worried that it would get a bit samey then.
Revolution.
Go.
This beat is rockin'.
Dodge. Dodge.
Yay!
There we go. Now we're getting into it. Now we're getting into it. Okay. Firmware upgrades. All your extra effects deal plus 10% damage. We haven't got any of those yet. Critical chance on everything by 5%. We'll just do 10% damage on basic attacks. And try to remember to actually use the freaking kick this time. We should use it pretty early because it gives us an attack buff.
I'm gonna cream you all.
Don't know about that.
Go.
2. Okay, cool. Can I kick you into the leg? No. Ow. Shouldn't have done that. Ow. There we go. Okay.
Thanks for dying.
Okay, getting better, getting better. Too late. It's because they go on the beat and I go on the beat and it's just not working. Okay, we are once again on 1 HP. Love that. Absolutely love that for me. Oh, only got one way to go. But we're making more progress.
This looks like a job for me.
Go.
All right, where's the other guys? Ouch! There we go. Ow, I'm in trouble. Can't get out of that. What was I meant to do there? Oh no.
Sweet home.
That was very much stuck in a corner. Alright, I should have gotten out of there a little bit faster than I did. Alright, we'll do one more run. Oh, you can get potions for healing. Ooh, okay. I can just take these. I might need damage resistance. Okay.
Things come in 2s, 3s. Oh, never mind.
3 minutes. Let's see how far we can get. I want to get past that level. This is one of those ones that does feel like it just takes a while to get your groove in, but once you do, I can see how well this all slaps together. Because you can like dash around to start just building up your combo meter. And that'll make you do more damage. So realistically, you want to be always doing something on the beat where you can. Overloaded. Spawns a thunderclap when they're destroyed. Okay, and then we've got more reason to use the kick. Okay. I'm picking up what the game's putting down, even if I'm not doing particularly well at it just yet. We'll go this way.
You've got to ask yourself one question.
Okay, this level design does look different.
Do you, Toasters? Tensile tape rocks. This is fun.
There we go. Ah, broke it. Yeah. Only took a little bit of damage there. Got a good hit with a kick in as well. When it flows together, it feels good. It really, really does. Because the music starts amping up, the sound effects get crunchier, there's a lot that it's doing nicely.
Shit, I was just in the bowl.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Ooh, and that increases max health as well, I think. Very, very cool. Okay. Sorry. We're gonna keep going till I die.
Go.
Hit the nutheads in 1-second intervals.
Ah.
Yes!
Woo! Ah, off rhythm, damn it. There we go. Okay. I seem to enjoy this game quite a bit. I do. Mechanically, it is so satisfying once you get it all going, especially now that it's starting to get like these that are also tied to the rhythm. There's destructible environments. Like when you get into the flow, you just get into like a zone and it just, that feels good. I can't quite describe it. I need to find the right words. I think it's a flow state that you enter, and like there's enough complexity of the game that you're already thinking like a step or two ahead. And when you pull it off in the way that you think you're going to, it's just, feels good. Feels very, very good. All right, we finally hit the crossroad here.
When I'm
I wonder if we get a mini boss.
you'll only be useful as a pager.
Go.
Whoa! There we go. There was a mini boss. Okay. That was good. Yeah, if you struggle a bit with coordination, you would have a hard time with this game, but ooh, we were flying there. I think we go this way. I do apologize, I've got to keep concentration, but yeah.
Go.
Stay on beat. Just stay on beat.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh yeah! Hell yeah!
Okay. That works. I didn't even show it past it. Oh, this way. Grab that to heal. Oh, so So you could definitely use those to eliminate enemies. This is definitely the kind of game where you want to bump up the music so you're really hearing that kick rhythm. Okay.
Don't mess with Nia.
Go.
That's my song. I need to concentrate better. Hit the nutheads in 1-second intervals. Hey, Rust Bucket, eat this. Just barely missed.
Ah, not good.
Yippee-ki-yay, toasters.
Hey! Oh. What does this do? Okay. Virus attack. Basic attacks inflict enemies with a virus on hit. Deals burst damage after 4 beats. Stacks up to 4 times. Okay. Or while in Tanz Rouse, destroyed enemies. Oh, hello. Original fun. New subscriber. Cheers. Thank you very much. You got so much by suggesting this game. It's been good though. This is exactly what we were looking for. The stream might be over after this one. This channel has just become all about this game and nothing else. I am now a professional Beat Slayer player. I'm so bad at it though. I know there's gonna be someone who picks this up and just beats it on the first attempt. But this is good. I'm very sorry, but we're gonna keep going till we die, and then I think it's gonna be the end of the stream, and I feel bad for that. But hey, this happens. Okay, while in Tanz Rouse, destroyed enemies afflict nearby other enemies with 1 stack of virus. Ooh. So we can either do virus on hit or spreading virus. Maybe at least 20 times in a row into that, or damage increase for 50%. Virus does burst damage. Okay, that might be... Or I'm just... No, I think we do this, because then we're just doing virus all the time. Both of these would work nicely together. Damien, thank you for being here. Have a lovely rest of the day. Get a good nap. You deserve a good nap. Just sorry, we keep going until we die. Yes, we do. Let's do it. Virus attack. We do need some healing, though. Which we are not going to get, because it's time for a boss fight. Oh, no. Imagine if there's now no small enemies.
Go.
Okay.
In a few minutes, you'll be nothing but a big heap of scrap metal. I've got rhythm in my blood.
Okay, you move. Good to know. Let's get over there. Where are ya? Okay, I'm not going to be in front of that.
Tanzrausch. Oh yeah.
Ah, dashed into it. Okay. Ah, damn it, you got me. Oh, we're doing so well. 2/3 of the health bar. We were smashing it.
Okay, stay calm. Take a deep
That was cool.
carry on.
And I'm glad that we put a little bit of extra time into it to make up for the rant that we went on earlier. That is very, very cool. I can see people getting hooked on that game so quickly. So we're going to hold a poll, and this is to decide what we do at the start of the next stream. If the poll decides to work, hang on, let's just cancel that because it didn't work properly. We're going to hit start. Are we working now? No, but we are not. Come on. Close. Oh, please behave yourself. We're trying to do what we need to at the end here. Start a poll. Nope. Oh my god. It is refusing. I was so close to getting bust. I just did not dodge that last attack and it decimated my health. Okay, poll is closed. Okay, it's deciding it doesn't want to work from the look of it. Apparently the poll is open. Can you try voting? Try the vote command and let's see if it actually works. It says the poll is open. I'm guessing that's not working. No, I'm not seeing anything come through. Must be accepting the command but not going anywhere. Streamlabs, why do you do this to me? Fine. Oh, there we go. I can see your votes coming in, but it's not coming through on this end. I could see people have been voting for spin. Okay, cool. Mamamoo wanted to continue. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. It's finally caught up. It just took a bit. We got there eventually. Gust, I wanted to say thank you. That was a fantastic game to shout out. Glad that we pulled that one. In a weird way, kind of glad that we didn't land on Silk Song, because that would have been just weird for the stream series that we're doing. But I'm glad we got to try that, and that is one that I am definitely going to go back and play more of, because it's just nails the gameplay aspects of it. And you know a game... Oops, hang on. Let me bring myself back. Ah, where's my webcam gone? There it is. We're back. You know a game is good when I just get completely lost in the source. It's one of those tricky ones where you have to be concentrating at all times. It's very hard to hold a conversation. So I would definitely say it's a fun game, but not necessarily a good stream game. Simply because, yeah, I can't hold a conversation. I can't share my thoughts. I can't articulate anything because I'm so focused on being able to actually perform in the game. I would 100% recommend trying out the demo to see if it's for you, because I would still like a little bit more from the story, but I think it's doing the Hades, or at least what I understand is the Hades style thing, because I've not actually played Hades yet, in that you get additional bits of story based on the number of attempts that you've made, or the things that you've unlocked, or the enemies that you've killed. Like your progress will unravel more of the story. It gives you enough of a clear motivation up front to want to continue with the game. It goes, hey, your brother's been captured. Here's a little bit of world building. Here's why everything is on the beat. It's tied the mechanics to the story and the narrative, which is something that the first game failed to do. It had two things in isolation that weren't connected but should have been. This game is actually really interesting that we got these back to back, because it's providing a really good example of what the first game could have been if they integrated those two things together. So it's why I'm actually really glad that we got both of those back to back, because it made for quite an interesting gameplay experience, and I think interesting from a discussion perspective as well. So yeah, absolutely recommend giving that game a try, especially because it has a free demo and it's doing something quite interesting. It's a weird genre blend for sure, but as I said before, if you're a fan of games like Hades or games like Crypt of the Necrodancer, you're probably going to have a fun time with that one. My only concern with it is going to be how much depth and complexity there is in terms of replayability and build variety. Even from the little brief bit that we played just there, I could see that potentially the environments start to get a bit samey over time. I was pleasantly surprised by the amount of environmental interaction at display there. I took advantage of none of it, but there were things like explosive barrels, there were moving trains that you could probably drag enemies into to just one-shot them and things like that. Like, they've been quite creative with how they use the world around you to just further enhance the destruction available at your fingertips. So yeah, very, very cool game. Very glad I got to try it out. To give everyone who's left here a quick update on where we're at with Steam Sequence, the next video is currently in the editing process. It's going to be another massive video, about 50 minutes long, because we're combining 5 games into one. We do have 2 editors working on it, Blank and one new editor who will be announcing a bit closer to the video going live. They're going to be splitting up some of the work, so hopefully we'll be able to move fairly quickly on this one, but I still wouldn't be expecting to see a full video out for another 3 to 4 weeks thereabouts, because it's going to take a while to work through it, but who knows? We'll see how we go. But yeah, basically we're piling another 5 games together. There's some interesting stuff in there. And then the next game is going to get its own separate video, because that is going to be 1000X Resist, which I am, as far as I can tell, most of the way through the game. And no spoilers, no spoilers. Definitely an interesting game. All right, for those that are hanging out though, we'll see you hopefully tomorrow for first time look at Hollow Knight, and otherwise I will see you again next week for more Wheel of Misfortune. Thank you everyone for hanging out today. It's always fun to be here and spend time with you all. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. I'll see you tomorrow if you're there. Otherwise, I'll see you in a week's time. Otherwise, take care.